I mean, I think a lot of this just ended up not even being about his office and what he was doing and being exposed. I think it comes down to being pissed off about the affair being exposed. I think it's a very personal thing, and he was going to try and rely more on business and those sort of things, and not go any deeper. He certainly did not like talking about the affair on the stand.
Right.
And there was a tell of Tellus I noticed in this trial when he talked about the affair and when he talked about the murder. When he said affair, he kind of like whispered it, like if I say it quieter, people aren't going to hear me. Same with when he talked about the murder. He's like, I would not kill him. It became this kind of, it was like, oh, he gives this delivery on things he doesn't want to be caught on, but he knows he is. Like the affair, the murder. It was a something that he was portraying that I don't think he even realized he was doing. But
and Hamner in his rebuttal closing pointed that out, like that weird phrasing that he would use. He's like, it's like when I asked him if he killed Garman, instead of just saying no, I did not kill him, he would say, I would like to think that I wouldn't kill him. I'm like, that's not the same.
No,
it's not you just saying I didn't do it. You're saying I would like to think that I wouldn't kill him. I'm like,
you'd like to think, or does the other side of you just do it? And you're like, oh, I'd like to think I wouldn't do it, but the evil me does.
Man,
oh my God.
Just an unhinged guy, man. It's like it was just the culmination of everything falling apart for him, because I don't know in and of itself, like losing the election would have been that big of a deal. I don't imagine that the salary for a PA for a public administrator is huge. You know what I mean?
But it's the shame.
He's a licensed attorney.
Yeah. It's the shame.
It was the shame part of it. It was the fact that he had outed the affair, and then he was still coming at him. Like the fifth article was going to be all about the affair.
Yeah,
exclusively.
I mean, I think it's that. It's Siobhan Scott, psychotherapist who we have on quite a bit. Yesterday we were talking about this case, and I learned a new term about narcissism: narcissistic collapse, where basically they're in a corner. There's no way of talking out of it, which they normally find a way to do, even under the most absurd situations. I mean, look, he's trying to talk his way out of this, but there were certain things he couldn't talk his way out of: the affair. And, the wrongdoings in his office. There was just no other way to do it. And he was being held to the fire with no way out. And that's where you get a person lashing. It's like an animal almost. It's a very, archaic way of thinking where, you can have the loveliest of pets in the world, the most loving. But if you back them into a corner and they feel threatened that they're going to be hurt in some way, they will attack you. I just think him not having the ability to emotionally regulate himself and then finding justification in that because it's everybody else's fault, not him. If you go to the nitty gritty of what's going on in this guy's mind, let's watch one piece of the closing arguments from the prosecution. This is, I just think, one of the most powerful pieces. And this is where at the end of the day, I'm like, was the jury not paying attention? Were those two not paying attention that they missed this piece? Let's take a look at that.
And here's the thing that struck me when I took over this case. I would submit to most people, probably before ever hearing about this case, had no idea what a public administrator was. He is not a U.S. senator. He is not a governor. He is not a congressperson. He is a duly elected official who manages an office of approximately 8 people. And their job is to assist people who pass away, who don't leave a will and leave property behind. The public administrator's office is not at the forefront of everyone's mind in this community. No one learns about this until who brings the office to light? Jeff Gehrman. And what's amazing is if you believe that story about this conspiracy, all of these people and all of these entities were willing to sacrifice their reputation, their business, their police department, even the public administrator's office. They're all willing to put it on the line to kill a reporter, to get that guy. even though he's leaving in 3 months? Does that make a shred of sense? Absolutely not. But what it does give you a window into is what's in his mind. That is how important Mr. Tellis views himself. That every single one of these people, every single one of these entities were literally willing to kill another human being who is not him just to frame him.
That guy? Why the hell would anybody want to do anything of risk for that guy?
That guy.
That guy. That thing over there that looks like the toy we had as a child that we would put magnets on and make him have hair. That guy.
Yeah, he does. He does look like that guy. I kept calling him, he really, if you pull up a picture of Casper, the friendly ghost, like he's Casper, the murdery ghost. Like there's a couple of Caspers but that dude, he does look. I know exactly what you're talking about. The little red magnet that you would put the little. Yeah, oh my god,
he's that guy. He's also Charlie McCarthy if you put a hat on him in a suit.
Yeah, he is. He is. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, man. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like Hamner's, I thought rebuttal closing was great.
Yeah.
You know, he's just caught. It's almost like when you're listening to him, you're kind of like sitting in a bar with some dude holding court about, you know,
it was great.
Just like how ridiculous this theory is. You know, it's I really like his style a lot, and he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like conceptually, all those things have to be true, and it really does shine a light on just how important Lil Bobby Tellis thinks he actually is.
Oh my God.
You know,
well, and he's walking away going, "Thank God I bought that wig," because that's the one thing that saved him from a life without the possibility of parole. Doesn't mean he'll get parole.
Some of my viewers were saying it was one of those. Have you seen the hoodies that have the wig on the top, or like kind of like the Guy Fieri type hairdo? Some people were like, we think it might have been that. You know, or I mean,
it's like, look, the guy basically put on a Halloween costume to go and commit a murder. Why is it beyond the purview of anybody to think he wouldn't put on a wig as well? I mean, that's a bridge too far.
It would almost be insane to think that he didn't.
Yes,
put on a wig.
It's like, of course he did. Why? Yeah, of course he did.
Right.
Oh, like I'd love to talk to those jurors, but I'm of a feeling they're coming out of this going, oh. Maybe we were off. Maybe. I don't know. Unless they're like Robert Tellis and they're just like, no, what we said is right. I don't know.
Right.
But
I mean, you never know. You never know.
Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Be sure to follow us wherever you download podcasts, and especially Apple Podcasts, where you can get advanced episode and premium content on our premium channel right there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss any breaking updates on the stories that matter to you most. We're on TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook. Just search Hidden Killers Podcast with Tony Brueski, and you'll find us right there. Again, thanks for watching.